yeah, just slamming it like as hard as I can into its like open wound.
Yep. All right. Roll hack and slash.
Yep. So I get to take something from it.
Yes, you do. Roll your damage, and we'll just double check.
All right. I'm gonna do like the thing again
Yeah,
if I
the
can.
big thing.
Yeah.
The big
So
thing.
that's an
Yep.
extra D8.
Yeah. Where's the flippin'?
Can I possibly use one of my bonds?
Not for damage.
Okay, that's alright then. 13.
Yes. Among whatever else you want to take, you also take her life.
Alright, yeah. Shauna's happy with taking it, so.
All right, describe it.
Alright, so Shauna, as the Titan's kind of, gliding past, she looks off the side of it, seeing Romeric's body just lying there dead, and she just screams in anger and takes her sword and just shoves it straight into like the side of its like head where its like ear hole would be, and the sword just comes out through like its on the other side through its eye, and it just
Oh, nice.
like glides and just like slams into the ground.
Yeah, so you smash into the ground. You're going to take some damage from the impact, but you have successfully vanquished your foe. Roll a d10. Seven. You take 7 damage. Your armor does count. Yeah, as Esbeth slams into the ground and you slam into her, you let go of your sword briefly, and it remains in her head as you go rolling down the side of her, thump, 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 and
Hold on, can I re-roll the damage with my
slide
phase
down
ring?
to the ground. No, because Esbeth didn't deal it to you. The environment did.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Yeah. You hit the ground. Get up a little bit up on your arms. You're hammered. You are just smashed. There is a custom move in this. Slay a Titan. When you slay a Titan, take -1 ongoing from exhaustion and the clinging influence of its departing spirit until you have a chance to recover. So, if you choose to keep fighting on with the rest of the Titans, you're going to take -1 to all your actions. All right. So as we switch to
I don't know, I
the
want
end.
to do a bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, as like the Titan falls and Shana sees that it's dead, just furiously like she just continues cutting into it and just like cutting bits off of it, and then sort of once as she settles like a bit, she goes to Romeric's body and like holds him like as she's all covered in blood, and she's like, "It shouldn't have been you. It should have been me." Now you can cut.
All right. So we cut from there to Atlas standing on the back of Belandros, just having seen Bastial drop to the ground.
Oh, okay. Can I get a new blessing from my sword?
Yes.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to have the sword so it have an ability so it paralyzes like the muscles like around where it stabs.
Okay.
Obviously going for the neck.
Yep. Okay, while the sword is in effect, while it's paralyzing something, it also saps your strength.
Okay, like how so? Just HP?
Literally your strength.
So I just get a weak modifier.
Yep. While the sword's in effect. Yep.
Ah, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna go for a downwards thrust. I don't have any sticking bombs. Yeah, as I'm going for the downward thrust, I just sort of shout, like, I will defeat you, Titan! Okay.
Nine's good enough. Are you going for the damage, or are you going for the caution? I guess the damage and the
Yeah, the damage and the paralyzing.
paralyze. Yeah, okay. Alright. So you thrust it down into his neck. Roll your damage.
Okay, so it's d10 plus 2d4 plus 4. That should be bad. Oh well.
Yeah, for all those dice, that is pretty bad. Alright, so 11 damage. Can you also roll for Belandros? Can you roll d10 plus 5? And tell me what you're going for. What's the intention with the paralyze effect?
Well, since it's going like directly into its like neck, the idea is to sort of just like stop it moving, I guess.
Yep.
Of course.
13. So you're going to take 13 damage. It coils up, and its neck against the shell on its back, and you get sort of caught between it, and like sort of maimed a little bit, crushed a little bit.
Yeah.
How much HP are you on?
I'm on 12 now.
Okay.
Yeah, but now is it sort of paralyzed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of half-winded shout like, attack now!
Okay, so can you roll a D9, the fictional D9 for me? We'll see how many of the angels are in a position to attack. Haha, bummer.
Wow.
What?
Can you roll 2d10 then?
I'm getting terrible rolls.
Alright, 10. So the angels sort of were on the backswing. Some of them are going down to deal with Basiel, and a few of the others are like recovering from small wounds of their own. Two of them, however, very much capitalize on the attack, rush in there and take a couple of swings and whatever as it's paralyzed, just wailing on it. And it's clear that it's in not great shape. Its face is all hacked up. One of its eyes is like got a big gash through it and is like useless basically. And its roar has changed from a mighty roar to a panicked sort of thing, you know.
Oh, actually, something. Oh, is it too late to do that?
What do you want to do?
What I was going to do was a setup strike. Where, on hack and slash, you choose an ally, and neck attack is 1d4. How about a little roll to see if one of them was affected? Like one of the two.
Okay.
So, why just roll?
Roll d3 minus 1.
D3 minus 1.
0. So no, they weren't in a position to get the setup.
Okay.
Hang on. Setup strike. When you hack and slash, choose an ally. Their next attack against your target does an extra d4 damage. It doesn't actually. There's no roll involved. It's literally when you hack and slash. That's it.
Yeah, but the question was whether I pick one of those angels to get the as my choice.
Choose an ally. Well, oh, okay.
Yeah, would we be able to would I be able to say I chose one of them?
Since it's one, it's the one that did the 2 damage, I guess. So yes. Roll a d4. Sorry, I didn't read it properly when you were talking about it, and then you're like, yeah, I'll just roll for it.
Yeah.
3. Righto, so an extra 3 damage. Oh. It's really hurting. He thrusts his sword, or I guess he's got a spear, this one, directly through his left eye, and it's reeling, and it's still paralyzed from your sword, and sort of trying to shudder and knock you off. Can you roll plus Constitution for me? See whether it knocks you down.
Come on. Just.
Okay, so basic moves. Hold fast. On a 7 and 9, choose one. Either your gear stays put, you are not dashed against anything, or you glimpse a weak point.
When it says gear, does that include like my weapon?
Yep.
My gear stays put.
Okay. So you don't glimpse a weak point, you are dashed against something. So, sort of, it's trying to release its muscles from the paralyzation, and it's like sort of jumping and bucking you off, and you cop a hit to the face, like as it's bucking. Your face was like a little too close to the thing itself, and it like your face slams into the back of its neck. You're going to take D6 damage, let's say.
Of course.
Of course it is.
What is it with these rolls this game?
It's the clinging influence of the Titans.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Presley.
Yes. Take one.
You open your eyes at the bottom of the stairs leading up to the wall of the city. From the top, you can hear the roars of Hanya as he's tearing apart the ballistas up there.
Right. I try and get in contact with the shadows again.
Okay. Roll your wisdom. Okay. How much HP do you have?
4.
Alright, take 3 HP damage. And it yells in your head this time. What?
Well, it says one of these things is the shadow creature whispers secrets in your ear that give you power over others.
Yes.
Does that include power over Hanya?
Yeah. Yes, I guess so.
Also, I want to ask the shadow something.
What do you ask him?
Are you Takaru?
Are you being open and honest? Frank and honest, or whatever that movie's called?
Yeah.
Yes?
So it is? No, just out of character.
It chuckles. And it says, You're not stupid, are you? Yes. Yes, I am Takaru.
Well, that hissing in your voice kind of gave you away. Along with the fact that you're trying to get me to sabotage the people here, and you are a beguiling influence.
Look around you. I see 3 Titans. Where is the 4th? Where am I?
Well, I'm starting to feel that maybe I was tricked here. And, maybe since all your Titan buddies are actually attacking the city, then you're probably not going to be helping me to fight against them. Unless you want to help me overthrow them and be the sole Titan in this valley. This can be Valley of the Titan, not Valley of the Titans. You catch my meaning? You know, one of your pals is already dead, the other one's looking pretty sick. If you help me to get rid of Hanya, then we might be in a good situation to sort of take this city for ourselves.
It's true, my sister is powerful, but now she is past. My time to rule the Titans has come, and I will crush the citizens of this valley, and I will crush the gods, and I will crush you.
Oh? Well, if that's the way it will be, then I will do everything in my power to resist you.
Okay. What do you do?
Well, I don't suppose I can do anything with this Mark of the Shade that I've got on me.
What's the Mark of the Shade?
It's a tattoo that gives me resistance against the shadows. Resistance to their temptations. Yeah, that's one.
You are resistant to their temptations. Treat a miss as a 7 to 9 when rolling the shadows approach.
I don't suppose I can kind of use that to repel him out of me or something.
Alright. Go for it. Roll your wisdom.
Yeah, why does that have to be my wisdom?
You treat a 6 minus as a 7 to 9. Good thing too.
Yeah, I think. Have you been taking the experiences from that?
I should. Well, it's not going to really matter now. This is the last session.
Valley of the Negroes. Alright, so on a 7 to 9, you stay put, but you suffer terrible nightmares later. Take a -1 forward, and the GM will describe what you see. You see red. Your eyes glaze over, you see red. You can still hear everything around you, the roar of the 2 remaining Titans. The militiamen on the top of the wall, struggling with Hunya. Not only the guys with the ballistas, but also the archers are off to one side, trying to sink as many shots into it as they can. But in your eyes, all you see is red, and then black, and then red, and then black, and then the red and the black separate from one another, sort of pushing against one another, and across your vision they move backwards and forward. And the red grows larger and larger and suffocates the black, and eventually it's pushed out of your vision, and the red clears, and you are staring at the wall of the city. Your head is silent. You feel calm for once.
All right, I try and make my way back up to the top of the wall.
Okay. Before you is the most desperate battle you've ever seen. One guy is actually holding a bolt of a ballista and is trying to prod the Chimera back and keep him in a position where the archers can set shots off on him. You know, one of the archers calls for a volley, and they all fire at once, and the arrows go clattering across his hide and not really dealing any damage, and the snake is spinning around and stabbing at the archers, and one of the archers gets grabbed in the snake and off the wall, and as he goes down, you know. What do you do?
Well, I try and use my arcane art and sing a song as loudly as I can to influence as many of these guys as possible.
Okay.
To do +1d4 or +2d4 damage.
So you have to roll charisma for that, don't you?
Yeah. Is it possible to influence more than one?
We'll see how good you get.
Yeah.
7. So you choose 2 effects. On a 7 to 9, your spell still works, but you draw unwanted attention, or your magic reverberates to other targets, affecting them as well. GM's choice.
So
your two
pick 2
things?
targets for +1d4 damage.
Okay, but Vicious Cacophony gives you the extra, so it'll be 2 Plus 2d4. Okay. So I guess effectively, what you're doing is now just roll 4d4. We'll see how effective they are at launching this attack here. Oh, very effective. So the guy with the bolt of the the ballista, the guys see you, coming back up from the bottom. They mouth agape because you're not dead. How could you possibly not be dead? He gestures another guy, and they pick up the bolt together. The two of them rush in and stab Hanyar in the chest, and he reels up, and then another volley fires across, and the arrows fly into his chest, and 3 or 4 of them stick in, and he roars even more, taking 11 damage. And if I'm right, Hanyar has no armor. So he reels up from the crossbow, from the bolt, the ballista bolt, takes the arrows in the chest, and then falls off onto his side, rolling around and squirming and writhing, and the snake is like biting at anything that it can get its fangs on. It sort of gets up onto its front 2 legs, with its back legs, sort of not quite dragging across the ground, but very weak. And it looks at you, and it's going to take a bite at you. What do you do? You can tell it's very weak.
I throw the jeweled dagger at it.
You don't have it. It's in the captain's gear.
Oh yeah. Let me just take that out of my inventory. In that case, I ready myself with the rapier to basically stand back and hold the rapier out in front of me to let him impale himself on it.
Yep. So roll hack and slash with your dexterity. And I think... Yeah, no, go ahead. Oh. Roll d10 plus 6.
I have 1 hit point.
Yes, that is true. So basically, you're Gunski. You hold out the rapier. It reels up, roars, and then lunges towards you, taking a bite at you. The rapier bounces off like a tooth, a large canine, gets thrown out of your hand, and you're quickly enveloped in blackness. And like our friend before, you sit up. You sit up in a room with the white floor, vaguely aware of what's happening back where your body is, but not quite. Everything's sort of in slow-mo. Yeah. You look around, and you see the same man I described before, the man who's white, pale, and gaunt, wearing black robes. And he clasps his hand looking at you, and he says, You I had so much hope for. You were nearly there. So close. What shall I do with you, huh?
Well, I have bardic lore expertise on the dead and the undead. So I know exactly where I am and what's going on here.
Yes, you do.
I say, you saw how close I was. Send me back. Come on, send me back.
Send you back. Why should I do that?
I was a fool. I gave in to the wilds of Takaru. I need a chance to redeem myself. I betrayed my friends. I sabotaged all of our hopes, and now I have a chance to defeat the leader of the Titans, Hanya. If you can send me back, this is a chance to. If I don't get this opportunity, then I'll have a disturbed rest. Probably end up being a ghost or something. You don't want that paperwork.
Alright, roll 2d6. You don't have anything that gives you a bonus on the last breath roll, does it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. 7 to 9. You have to make a deal. Let me have a look. Let me look at the proper wording. Last breath. On a 7 to 9, Death himself will offer you a bargain. Take it and stabilize, or refuse and pass beyond the black gates into whatever fate awaits you. So, Death has to offer you a bargain there. Oh man, so much pressure. Okay. You know what? I really did like you. You had so much promise. You're right, you were nearly there. Tell you what, I'll give you a deal, right? This Takaru, he's killed a lot in his time. Added a lot to my kingdom. I really like him. You know what? I liked the two of you together. How'd you like to head back? You don't have to really join up with him or anything like that. You just have to make sure that he lives. Make sure that your buddies just don't go chasing him down or anything like that. What do you reckon? He really does a lot for my enterprise here.
In spite of everything that he's done, I'll accept.
Ha! I knew you would. And then there's like a rushing wind, and your eyes go black. And you awake. You look in front of you, bleary-eyed, and with its head on your legs, like on your lap, and whimpering, the Chimera, Hanya, it's like kind of crushing your legs, by the way, but is like whimpering and breathing on your legs as its front and rear legs are crippled, and there's some men around you, one of which is holding a rapier handle first towards you as you like blearily look at it. Its eye is right in front of you. They're offering you the final blow.
Oh, well, I take the rapier and I stick it straight in its eye.
Beautiful. It gives off a very soft, what should have been a roar, but it ends up more of a whimper. And then takes its last breath. Exhales. And it stinks. You slump down, completely exhausted. And then hear off in the distance the roars of Belandros. Atlas, you're clinging onto the neck of Belandros. The angel's still fighting at its head. You've got the sword stuck in its back. What do you do?
Can I get a new bonus?
If you want to relinquish the paralyzed one.
Oh, is the paralyzed still in effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as your sword's in there.
What I'm gonna do is grab the sword.
Yep.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get a new bonus. Just like, not to grab my blade, but just as like give one definitive like last blow, and just to go. What sort of penalty would I get for that? Because what I'm thinking of is just like doing a sort of twist. And sort of
Okay.
just, like severing its. Yeah.
But you want a bonus to that?
Well, yeah. Would I need to roll for that though? Did I think about it?
You kind of need to like present the sword. I don't think you can do another bonus with it still in its back.
Okay, but so if it's still on its back, can I just try and like twist it?
Yeah, I mean it's effectively another hack and slash.
But will I get a bonus since it's already in?
No.
Thinking that's what I was trying to avoid. Ah!
Why are you rolling it +0?
Because I got the -1 from the thing.
Oh yeah. And +1 damage. Yeah, that's it.
That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. So annoying.
So D10, please. Landros.
Okay.
1. Right, you take 1 damage.
Oh,
And
no
that's-
damage with all
Yeah,
that
no
armor.
damage because your armor. Yep.
Yeah.